Your toddler can't tell you they're hurting, but they feel everything. Some things we do every day, things that seem harmless, are quietly breaking their heart. Not because we're bad parents, because nobody told us. Maria did everything right, but her 2-year-old Luca had constant meltdowns and tantrums. She blamed teething, the terrible twos, everything except the real cause. One specialist watched them together for 20 minutes and said, "Luca isn't acting out. He's telling you he's hurting and he doesn't have the words." Maria changed 9 small things. Within 3 weeks, the tantrums dropped. Luca slept better and laughed more. Today, I'm sharing those 9 things, everyday mistakes that hurt your toddler without you even realizing it. Stay for number 9. It's the quietest mistake and the most damaging of all. Your toddler drops their cracker on the floor and absolutely falls apart. Full tears, red face, inconsolable grief over a cracker. And your instinct, because you're a reasonable adult, is to say, "It's okay, it's just a cracker, stop crying." Here's what most parents don't realize. To your toddler, that cracker is not just a cracker. It is everything. Their entire emotional world exists in this moment, right now, and the loss of that cracker is as real and overwhelming to them as any grief you have ever felt as an adult. When you dismiss that feeling, even gently, even with a smile, your toddler hears one thing: your feelings are wrong. Your feelings are too much. Your feelings are not welcome here. And here's something fascinating. Research from Harvard's Center on the Developing Child shows that how caregivers respond to a toddler's emotions in the first 3 years directly shapes the emotional regulation pathways in their brain. You are literally wiring how your child will handle emotions for the rest of their life. Instead, try this. Get down to their level. Say, "You're so sad that the cracker fell. That really upset you. You don't need to fix it. You just need to name it." Naming an emotion to a toddler is like handing them a flashlight in the dark. Suddenly, the overwhelming thing has a shape. It becomes manageable. The goal isn't to raise a child who never cries. It's to raise a child who knows their feelings are safe with you. 2. Using your phone during their bids for connection. Your toddler walks up to you, holds up a block, says, "Mama, Mama, Mama," and you say, "That's nice, sweetheart," without looking up from your screen. This happens dozens of times a day in most households, and it seems harmless. But here's what's actually happening inside your child's developing brain. Developmental psychologists call these moments bids for connection. Your toddler is not just showing you a block. They are saying, "Do I matter to you? Am I worth your attention? Is this world a place where I am seen?" And every time they bid and you don't respond, that question gets a quiet, painful answer. A landmark study by researchers at Boston Children's Hospital found that even brief, repeated interruptions in parent attention can trigger a stress response in toddlers similar to mild emotional distress. Their cortisol levels, that's the stress hormone, actually rise. You don't have to be present every second. That's impossible and unrealistic. But when your toddler comes to you with something, even something small, especially something small, put the phone face down. Make eye contact. React. Say, "Oh, wow, look at that block. It's so big." Those 15 seconds of full presence tell your child everything they need to know about their worth. And here's the emotional truth. Your toddler is not going to remember the phone, but they will grow up either knowing deep in their bones that they matter or quietly wondering if they do. 3. Laughing at things that frighten them. The vacuum cleaner comes out, and your toddler screams and runs. And honestly, it's a little adorable. So you laugh. Maybe you even chase them with it playfully. The people around you laugh too. It seems like a funny moment. But here's what most parents don't realize. Your toddler watches your face constantly. It is their entire guide to understanding the world. When they are terrified and they look at your face and see laughter, their brain receives a message it cannot process. The person I trust most finds my fear funny. My fear is not valid. I cannot trust my own instincts. And here's something fascinating. Children between 0 and 3 years old are in what developmental scientists call the social referencing stage. They literally look to their caregiver's face to decide how to feel about everything. A dog, a stranger, a loud sound, a dark room. Your reaction is their reality. When you laugh at their fear, you are not calming them. You are confusing them at a neurological level. Instead, get down, hold them, and say, "That was really loud and scary. I've got you. You're safe." Then, when they're calm, you can slowly introduce the scary thing together. Let them touch the vacuum when it's off. Let them hold the remote that turns it on. Give them control. Fear shrinks when children feel agency. Your child's fear deserves your straight face and your steady arms every single time. 4. Rushing them constantly. "Come on, let's go. Hurry up, we're late. Move faster. Not now, we don't have time." If you have a toddler, you have said these words today, possibly before 9 a.m. And I understand, because toddler time and adult time are two completely different universes. But here's what's happening inside your child every time you rush them. Toddlers between 1 and 3 are in the most intensive learning phase of their entire lives. Every single thing they encounter is new information. That crack in the sidewalk, that bug on the leaf, that puddle, that shadow, that sound coming from somewhere they can't identify. When your toddler stops and stares at something for what feels like an eternity, they are not being difficult. They are being a scientist. And when you rush them, you are not just interrupting a moment, you are teaching them that their curiosity is an inconvenience, that the world is not a place to explore, but a place to get through quickly. Research in early childhood development consistently shows that toddlers who are frequently rushed show higher anxiety levels and lower confidence in exploring new environments. Here's what helps. Build 10 extra minutes into every transition. When you have to move, give warnings. 5 more minutes, then we go to the car. Then 2 more minutes. Toddlers cannot tell time, but they can feel the emotional shift that warnings provide. It tells them the world is predictable, that you see their timeline even when it differs from yours. Slowing down for a toddler is not weakness. It is one of the most profound acts of respect you can give a developing mind. 5. Breaking promises, even small ones. "I'll be back soon." "We'll go to the park later. I promise." Just 5 more minutes. You meant it when you said it. Then something happened. Time passed, things changed, and you forgot. Your toddler did not forget. They cannot forget, because your word is their entire foundation of trust in the world. Here's what most parents don't realize. Toddlers are building what psychologists call a working model of relationships. Essentially, their brain is running a constant experiment. Can I count on the people who love me? Is the world reliable? Are promises real? Every kept promise answers yes. Every broken one, even a small one, even an accidental one, quietly answers no. And here's something fascinating. Research on attachment theory, pioneered by John Bowlby and later expanded for early childhood, shows that consistent reliability in caregivers in the first 3 years is one of the strongest predictors of a child's ability to form trusting relationships throughout their entire life. This does not mean you must be perfect. You will forget things. Life will interrupt. When that happens, acknowledge it direct. Get down to their level and say, I said we'd go to the park and we didn't. I'm sorry, that wasn't fair. Your toddler won't fully understand every word, but they will understand your tone, your eye contact, your accountability, and that moment of honest repair teaches them something even more powerful than a kept promise. It teaches them that when people make mistakes, love doesn't disappear.